Hey guys, welcome back to JavaScript tutorial. This is Sharful. In this lecture we're going to learn methods in array. So as we know, the array is a special variable which can hold more than one value at a time. So it is used to store multiple values in a single variable. So arrays provides a lot of methods to make things easier. Here are the few important methods that you need to know. At least those are some of the methods we're going to talk, and we're going to see some example. So as an example over here, you can see some converting arrays to a string. So when you have an array, you have a multiple the values in your array. So if you need to convert your array to a string, we can do it. There is a method is called, so example arr, this is your array name, the dot, your method name is to a string, so it will convert an array to a string, and it will the comma would be separated the values of the array. And then there's a join, there's a method for join between the array's element. So you can see Arr.join method, so join all array elements into a string. There is a add remove items, so there's a lots of methods to add any items, remove any items from at the beginning, at the end. Example Arr.push method, and whatever item you will pass inside the bracket, it will add at the end. Similarly, there is a pop method, so pop, whatever the item, it will extract, it will remove from the end. So there is a shift method, so whatever the item you will pass for the inside the shift method as your parameter, it will extract that item from the beginning. And Unshaped method, same thing it will do, but it will do it will do the reverse. It will add the item at the beginning. And there is an Arr.splice, and inside the bracket there will be two parameters you can pass. There's the index number and the item. So it will add this new item to an array based on your index position, whatever the index position you will say. So if you need to add any item at the middle of the array, you can do it using Splice method. There is a merging or concatenating methods available are in array. The method name is concat. So methods that create a new array by merging existing array. So this method will help you to merge between two array. We'll see all of them with example. And then there's a few more methods available for sorting, sorting and reversing. So sorts method, its method sorts an array alphabetical order, and reverse, it's reverse all the elements in an array, or you can see it sorts the elements as a descending order. So since it's a reverse, so descending order. There's a searching method available. So example index of, and then you will pass a parameter like item, and then there's a from like a position. So it will looks for that item starting from the index from. So it will start, it will look for that item you mentioned over here, and it will start from the index number you say over here, and it will return that index number where it was found. Okay, and it will return the index number where that item was found. Okay, if it doesn't found, it will return -1. Then another method is called last index of. Again, it's the same parameter you're going to pass, item and then from. So same, but it looks for that item from the right to left. So this one, the first one, it started from the left, and then where is index, but it will started from the right to left. So it's like opposite, but it will do the same job. And then another method is called includes. Includes looks an item starting from the index from and return true if it's found. Okay, so those are the main method. There's a few other methods are available in array, but we're going to see an example. All this the method we talked we just have a little discussion. So let's go to our play code. Okay, so here is our play code. Let's try. Okay, so this is our array, again fruits, our array, and we're going to work on this array one by one. The first, we're going to see how to sort and reverse an array. Okay, so sort and reverse an array. So if you say, so it's a formula, it's very simple. So we're going to see sorting and reverse. Reversing. Okay, sorting and reversing. So it's very simple. You will call your array dot, and then you call a method. It's called sort method. Okay, sort method. So it will sort alphabetical order. Okay, so it will sort alphabetical order. So if you want to see the output, let's put this one in a console.log, and pass this one, and you can see. Okay, so it is sorting. You can see apple, orange, palm, mango, but here it's an apple, mango, because it's sorting your alphabetical order. Okay, so ascending order, alphabetical ascending order. And then if you want to reverse, so like mango, palm, orange, apple, so same thing you can do a little bit. Your method would be named, I'm just putting everything in one line, so it's called reverse method. So you will type reverse method. Okay, there you go. Now you can see, right? So it started the palm, then orange, mango, and apple. So that's your sort. You can use the sort or reverse, which is sorting alphabetical or ascending or descending order. Okay, so now let's see next. We're going to see convert array to a string. Okay, to convert array to a string, so it's very simple. So you call your array, your array name is first. So let me just put this to, and this is about, so we're saying converting array to a string. Okay, string. Why it's saying string, some reason it's changing. Okay, so I put the comments over here, converting array to string, and here we'll call our array name. So array name dot to is string. So the method name is to, that you can say it automatically shows to a string. Okay, so it will convert your array, and let's put this one in our console so that you can see the output. Okay, console.log, and then put this inside. Okay, here we go. You can see here the first output, console.log. Here is the output. So you can see it's separated by a comma. So all the elements separated by comma, since now this is in a string format, right? So it's not anymore in array format. So that's why you can convert your array to a string, and all the elements will be separated by the comma. And next is, let's say, join. So join arrays. So it will join all the array elements into a string. So simple thing again. Let's I'm going to put over here, let's say console.log, and then it will be your array. What's the array name? This is the array name, and then dot, the method name is join. You can see it's automatically shows here, and then it puts here. Okay, so you can see it shows here. Okay, Okay, so this line, it shows the same if all the elements. So what is the join? So you can do a join. How about you can do a join, if you want, you can make a join empty string, so like this. So you can see, there's an empty space over here between all the elements. So this empty string, it's making a concatenation, doing a join between the elements. Or if you want, you can make a, say, put some asterisk sign. Here we go. You can see, so asterisk is now adding between the elements. So that's the way you can join between the elements using any specific sign or empty string or an empty space, whatever you need. Okay, so that's the way you can use the join function or join method. And then next one, we're going to see some add remove elements. Okay, so let's go here, add remove elements. You know what, add remove elements, add remove elements. Or what I can do, I'm going to put some, okay, here console.log, and then I'll put some add remove elements. Okay, that puts this one in there. Okay, done. Okay, and then you have to put this one as a string too. Let's put, sorry, okay, put this one too. Okay, so we can do some add remove element, and then it's fine, should be fine. Just have some space so that we know this. Underneath this, there are always some add remove element. So here, so first we're going to see how to add any item at the end. So add an item at the end. So we can say, let's see. Okay, so what's our example? This is our array. At the very end, I'm going to add queue. Right, so how to do this? So we're going to use push. So push method will help us to add an element at the very end of your array. Okay, so to do this, you call your array and then you call the method name push method, right? Push method, and then you pass the value, say whatever you say. Okay, you say queue, right? QE. So QE will add at the very end. Then and then if you just put this one as printed, let's say we can print it and we can see it, and then it will return. Okay, now if you just console.log and then you print your whole array, you will see. Okay, you can see now this is the one to add remove element, and then it's like the queue, it's added at the end. Okay, so when I printed the array, very simple. Okay, so this is the comments for this. Adds a new element queue to the first, right? So next would be the pop method. So pop method will remove or extract an element from an array from the very end. So last element, it will be popped. So it's very simple. You can just call your array and then dot, then you can say pop. So you call the pop method. So this pop method, this method will pop out. It will pop out the last element, like the mango. It will remove the mango from them. Or maybe this time, since after we added, so now it's QE is the last element. It will remove the QE. So if I just console again, you will see the QE is gone. you can see. Okay, so here, so it was, this is the one, right? Let's say we can add over here some string. Okay, so we'll see after using pop methods, after using pop methods. Okay, so your first is, this is the one. Okay, so you can see where is the output. So after using pop methods, so your array is now apple, orange, palm, mango. So key is gone because it's the pop method. The pop is, you know, popped out your last element. So last element, since we added the key before, so it's gone now. Okay, so that's the way you can use the pop method to remove any remove the last element from your array. Okay, let's see the what's next. So next is we're going to talk about shift method. The shift method will remove the first element from your fruits from your array. Okay, so here we saw remove the last element, add the last, or add any item to the last. So now we're going to see how to remove the first element from your array. So shift method will remove the first element from the array. So how to do this? Okay, let's call your array dot, where you are going to call shift method. You can say shift method. Now again you are going to console this, we'll print this. So after this, so we'll say after using shift method, the fruits is, so after using shift method, you can see that the result is that your array is orange, palm, mango. So this apple is gone. Okay, because it's shift out the first element. It's removed the first element from the array. So we can see this is the shift method does. It's remove the first element, you know, the mango, not the banana, mango from the fruits. Okay, so next we're going to see unshift method. So unshift method, it does the opposite or reverse of shift method. So shift method remove the first element from your array. Unshift method, it's added any element, you know, to the beginning, you know, to beginning of your array. So it would be the first element. So example, so we'll call the first again dot unshift method, and then what would be the item? So then you have to pass an item. So example, we're going to pass lemon. So this lemon will be shift to now at the beginning of our array of fruits, right? So let's call this again, print this. So after using unshift method, we'll say unshift method. Okay, first now after using unshift method, you can see lemon is the beginning first. So lemon, then your orange, palm, you know, mango. So you can see, you know, lemon, it's been added at the beginning of your array. So that's what it does, the unshift method. So now we're going to see splice method. So splice method, it's help you to remove element without leaving holes in the array. So it means in this method you can pass some specific index number from where you want to remove any element, and then also you can mention how many elements you want to remove from that elements starting from that that index. So example, I have, you know, the first one I added, create another array. It's a banana, orange, apple, mango. So if I want to apply, so example, I want to apply splice method. So then you can, as I said, where you want to remove. So maybe I want to remove example from banana. Okay, from this index I want to remove how many elements? Maybe one elements. If you want to use it, you can remove 2 elements as long as you have elements. So you have to pass those in parameters. So first is like from where you want to start to remove, and then next parameter is how many elements you want to remove from there. So say example 0, 1. So our in 0 index is the banana, and how many elements? So one element, it means it will remove the banana. So this will return your banana. So let's say I can put this one as a variable and then var. So let's print this x. Console.log, I would say, okay, the return of it is just will return, this will just return what elements been removed from your array. We'll say the elements being removed, elements being removed. So what's element is being removed? So if we pass the x, so x have the the value or return element which is removed, which should be banana. You can see elements, where is that? The elements being removed, it's banana, because I said in 0 index, which is the banana, but 1. If I say 2, you can see, so it will remove. It started from 0 and then I said 2 elements, so 1 element for the first element is banana and second is orange. You can see it should be banana. You can see the elements being removed, banana, orange, because it's 2 elements. So that's the way you can remove multiple elements from your array using your splice method. And also you can say from where you want to start to remove, then whatever the number elements, as long as you have that elements in your array. Also similarly, you can also add elements. You remove and add both together, you can do. Okay, so we can, let's do something here. So I'm going to say I'm going to say remove. After this, so you have seen this, right? So I'm going to remove this guy. So I'm going to say this, okay, splice, okay, and then in index 2, so index 2 is 0 1 2 from apple, and then 2 elements. So I said 2 elements removed from, started from index number 2, so it will remove apple and mango, and that's what it will do. And this parameter, the rest parameter like lemon and kiwi, it's gonna be added to this array. Okay, so let's see. First we're going to see the console of x. So I put in x, so x should have the value, it's remove, these 2 elements will be removed. So after using splice method, so x, it should after the split f should, so you can say mango and apple, this 2, so this 2 has been removed using the return. So it is that after using splice method, so it is return, okay, return the removed item. This is the removed items by using splice method. Okay, now how we can confirm that this 2 has been added. So if I print now final fruits 1, I would able to see that's okay. The final is that these 2 items, lemon and kiwi, been added over here or not. So let's print it, console.log, and then print this our final. So here you can see for this output, this is the output of the new array. So what happened over here, it's removed apple and mango. You can see it's removed apple and mango, and then it's added this 2 parameter, this 2 item were in the same fruits 1 array. So it means banana, orange, so banana, orange, and then lemon and kiwi, and lemon and kiwi has been added to this array. So this is the way in same line you can remove more than 1 items, and you can, on the other hand, you can also add by passing the parameter in a splice method. So that's the splice method. Is very interesting, and it makes your life is much more easier by one simple method. So next we're going to see merging or concatenating array. So merging or concatenating array, it will help us to merge 2 existing array and create a new array. Okay, so example, I have a 2 array. over here I have two array. Let's put in again another console so that I can say, I can make a divider, and then I would say I will create a, declare two array. Here are my girls and my boys. So Cecilia, Lon, and then Emil, Tobias and Linus, those are boys. So if I want to merge this to array, and create a new array, the concatenation method or concat method can help us. So what we can do, we can say my girl, the first array dot. So you can say, your first array dot, the method name is concat, concat. You can say it's automatically comes up, and then this method, inside this method you can pass the parameter for other method's name. So what's other name? My boys. Okay, so what I'm saying, I'm calling this method the my girls, and I'm concatenating with the method my boys. And let's put this one, what I would say, in a variable is called my child, my child. Okay, and then puts in a so this is my variable. So if I now print this guy, you will see it both methods get both array got concatenated and would create a new method, new array called my child. So let's print this console. Let's print this, right? Console.log, right? So now you can see here Cecilia, Loin, Emil, Tobias, and Linus. So this both, you can see arrays got concatenated and create a new array, which is the my child, and it's all together, all the elements now underneath one array. So that's the way you can concatenate, you can merge two arrays, more than two arrays. So if you have three arrays, you can do the similar type. If you have three arrays, same thing will happen. So you have array, another one, so my girls, my boys, say, and then you have another one. Okay, so let's put the another one. I would say I would give a array name, bar array Robin Morgan. So if you say that time, you will call your first array, then concat method, then your second array, and also third array. So if you comma over here, you pass the third array name, and then you pass. So now you can see everything up here. So Robin and Morgan has been added at the end, right? So that's the way you can add more than, so as many as array you have. So call the first one, then method name, then pass all other method array as a parameter. So all of them will be, and puts in a new array name, and it will be under the new array. Everything, all the array elements will be added one by one. So this is the way you can use concatenate method to add it, to merge more than one array. Now we're going to learn searching an array. So in an array you have lots of elements, so we can use some methods that will help us to search any element from that specific array, and it will return where that element found. It means what index it was, that element. Okay, so example, we're going to say we have a method array name Arr. So it has a three elements, 1, 0, false. So in this time we're going to use index. So the method name is called index name, right? Index of. So we'll say array name dot, you can say index of, you can say index of. So in this method we're going to pass the the index number, say the item, sorry. So the first is we're going to pass the item. So what's the item? We're assume that we're looking for the element or item is 0. Okay, so we're looking for the element 0, so it should be found where this element is available in 0 1 1, the index number in 1, the 0 is available. So this is supposed to return the index number if you search any element. So it should be found and found index number 1, right? So if I just put this one in a console, or if you want to put this one in a alert, so let's put in a alert so that it shows in pop-up. Here we go. You can see that it shows the pop-up the 1. So it means this 0 in elements, it's available on index 1. So that's the way you can search, right? So next we can say we can do similarly. If you want to search, let's say, false, so false element, so let's see where it's found. So false is in 2 index, so where is the false? 0 1 2, so index number 2 false element, it's available. So that's the way you can search any element and you can find the index number where that element is available. Okay, let's put this one in a comment. So what if this element is not available in your array? What is supposed to return it? So let's say we're going to pass an element which is not available. Say there is no element, such element is called number 2, right? 2 is not available. So let's see what is supposed to return. So you can see when you're looking for any unavailable element, it's supposed to return. If it's not found, it will tell you return -1. So -1 will be returned only when the element is not available. Okay, if it's found, it will give you the exact index number where that element is found. Okay, so you can also use include method. So what does an include method? Let's see. Array.include. You can see there is an includes. So includes, and then you pass what's the elements you want to search. Say 1. Okay, so includes method return true or false. It is also searching method that will tell you this elements is that available or not. If it's available, it will tell you true. If it's not, it will tell you false. So let's see, we can pass this in alert method, alert, and then pass this one, and then pass this. So you can say its return is true. But if you search, say 2, any element which is not available, it will tell you false, right? You can say it's false. So that's the way you can use also includes method to search, to just to have a yes or not, or true or false return value. So now we're going to see the last index of method for searching. So I added in this array 2 more values, like 4 and 5 elements. So in these elements we're going to look for, say, 0. Okay, so we're going to use last index of method. So Arr.last index of method, and over here I'm going to pass, first is the the element you are looking for. So say we're looking for 0. Okay, now in this method you can see, if you just read it over here, you can see it's telling you the search element, the last index method, it's give you you have to pass the number or elements you are looking for, and that from what index you want to search. Okay, so you have to pass the second parameter as from where you want to search, from what index number. This is the index number, and it will search from from right to left, So example, I give you parameter, say 2. So the parameter, the index number 2 is 0 1 2 from here. So it will start, it will exclude this 2. So it will start from here. So it's started from right to left. So it will start from here. The index number 2, from here it will start to search. So it will minimize your searching. It will help you to optimize your searching. okay, and then it will start from here, and then it will search. Okay, the false is not available, 0 is not over here, and then it will come to over here. Okay, this index it's found. So okay, next one is it's 0, so 0 is found. So if you found it, it will return 1. If it's not, it will return -1. Say if I want to just put this one in a x variable, and then you pass this x, console x, so you can see the output. Here is okay, array dot var. Did I use somewhere else? Oh, I used the x already, so let's put this one y. So let's put in a y. Okay, so y anchor error, the console is not function. Oh, sorry, so console dot log. Okay, so now you can see it's return 1. So if you want to just say alert, so in alert method you can just pass the y. You can see alert, and you can see the y, so it's just 1, right? So because it's found, 0 is found, after is started from the index number 2. Okay, if I started say, let's say what happened if I started to start from here. So I started from, so keep this index. So I started search an element, so I give it some invalid element, say 6. There is no element, you can see. As soon as I pass the element 6, so it will start to search from index 2. There is no element, such kind of element, so that's why it's returned -1. Okay, so pretty much that's all the the very important methods are available in arrays in JavaScript array. There's a lot of other methods also. So those are the very basic things that will help you things very easy. So once again, we can use toString method to convert your array to a string, and then we can use the push, or you can use a join, push to add, the pop to remove, shift to add again, and unshift to remove, shift to remove, and unshift to add at the beginning. Similarly, we have seen splice, how to use the splice method. We have seen the concatenation method, like concat method, to merge your more than one arrays. And then we have seen the index, like searching method, index of, include method, last index of. We also see some sorting method, that's you will sort ascending order as well as it's sort descending order by using reverse method. So those are the very basic the method are available in JavaScript array. I hope you like the tutorial. If you like it, please share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more tutorial. Have a good one. Bye bye.